Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with a very, very important video you do not want to miss, okay? Before we start, I want to let people know that's been asking for the peach and the mint color sweatsuits you saw me wear from ubuntuapparel.com. We listed them twice. They sold out twice because we send them out to people that's a part of our phone and email list. You can be a part of that list too. Once you go to the site, it'll pop up, put your information in, and you will get these notifications way earlier than other people get them, okay? But you can go to the site right now. It's on there right now. I'm sure they're gonna sell out again. But thank y'all so much for everything. Listen, man, listen. The 50-50 thing with the men and the women. I talked about this on another podcast, right? I want y'all to understand something. Let me break this down to you, okay? There was this woman, right? She bought land and built a house on that land. Before she built the house on that land, the taxes on that land wasn't as high as it became once she built the house on that land. What that means, her mortgage went from $2,500, right, all the way up to $7,500, which she could not afford. I keep telling y'all this is called redlining, okay? Let me go a step further. In Florida, I'm in Florida. In Florida, house insurance, right, is damn near another mortgage. What I try to tell people is this is by design. This is called redlining. Understand, these people, they mark these things up from taxes, houses, and all these other things based off your finances. They know where you can and can't afford to live. This is called redlining. I keep saying redlining because I want y'all to go research that. This is how you could take a bunch of sick cows or poor people or a certain type of people and you can push them over here in this area because they don't have the finances to live over here in this area. So when you speak of a man saying a man should go 50-50, a man should go, let me tell y'all something. In order to even apply for a house, you got to make 3 times the amount, which, what is it, 80% of America don't even have $5,000 in the bank as a savings, for one. For two, make less than $40,000 a year. You cannot afford these places by yourself, for one. And this is by design. Why? Because it's called redlining. Okay? What I'm trying to tell you is if the world changes and you don't change with it because you can't, meaning if the world changes from paying rent used to be what, $900, $1,000? We're talking about rent. Now rent is $25,000, $3,000 and higher. If the world changes and your finances don't change, your ability to make more money don't change, you're going to get swept behind. That's by design. Why? Because it's called redlining. Okay? Everything has changed. Not just men not being able to pay 50-50 or all the rent or whatever the case may be. What else has changed? Children has changed. The way children are raised has changed. The way children identify themselves as genders has changed. The way our food has changed. Politics, everything has changed. But if you don't change with it or can't change with it, you're gonna get swept. Why? Because it's called redlining. You must understand. Hospitals are built. Hospitals just mean hospitality. Meaning we're gonna comfort you until your ass die. People don't catch on to that. This world is, this whole world is a stage, right? This is a play. And you fault each other in the crowd for watching this play, but you don't fault the people that's put this play together. This play was put together for a reason, and it's called redlining. I told y'all, they'll get on social media and say this and say that, but don't have the facts on really what's happening in the real world. You cannot afford to pay this rent by yourself. Especially if you want to live in a comfortable neighborhood where there's no crime. You can leave your door unlocked. People ain't shooting, they ain't doing drugs and doing none of that. You're going to pay $3 grand or more for these areas. You can't afford it. Most people don't make no $9,000 a month. Like, y'all stop playing with yourself. Before I sit and say, oh, he ain't a man or she ain't a woman, I double salute 2 people, which is a man and a woman, that can get together, crunch their numbers. Because a lot of times the mother or the woman need to become a bookkeeper. She need to learn how to bookkeep. She need to learn how to run the finances. Those are the people that I double salute. People who are always talking about, oh, I can do it by myself. I don't need that. I don't need that. I've been living long enough and I'm smart enough to know the difference. It ain't about you doing it by yourself. I ain't seen nobody get a trophy yet for doing nothing by themselves. We never salute people who've gotten together, been together 20, 30, 40 years, who did what everybody else trying to do. We never salute them, never double salute them. But you must understand what redlining is. And once you understand what redlining is, you will understand why companies don't want to, or you will understand why rent is so high. You will understand why food is so high. You will understand the whole purpose of inflation, which is it's other reasons too, but one of the main reasons is redlining. They can look at what you make and determine where you will be staying and where you're not going to be staying. Anytime you're dealing with qualifications, you're dealing with red tape qualifications, qualifying people that they know can be qualified and unqualifying people that they know ain't going to be qualified. Same way they did with welfare. They knew the qualifications that black mothers or black families weren't going to be able to be qualified to have welfare. And other counterparts were qualified. Go look at the HMDA Act. It's called the HMDA Act. This is when all the R. Kelly peeing on the girl thing was going on. They had you distracted while they was trying to pass that law. And what that law says, it says that lending companies or banks was required to give up the information on the lenders, whether they was black, white, Latino, whatever. They did a 20-year study and it showed underqualified whites was qualified over qualified blacks and Hispanics. It clearly showed that it was racist. And believe it or not, you had more white people fighting for this than anybody. Simply because a lot of people didn't even know about it. It's called the HMDA Act. And I'm not sure if they passed that law, but if they passed it now, these institutions, they're not required to tell you if they was black or white. Now you can't see what's going on. But it was white folks that was underqualified that got loans over black folks and Latinos that was overqualified. It clearly showed that it was racist. Same as when black folks go to appraise a house. You know, it was an interracial couple. The husband was black. The wife was white. The black guy went in. They appraised the house way low. Then when she came and got that same house appraised way higher, it is called redlining. Okay? Look up the word redlining. And you will see for yourself how they redline us, not just with finances, but with cultural differences as far as black, white, whatever. Education, definitely finances. And you'll start to understand why these things are even categorized in the first place. Because in order to say, yeah, you could be whatever you want in the world. You could be this and you could be that. But if you're not qualified to be that, you're not going to be that. So it's kind of like, what I want to say is playing with you. You know what I'm saying? When you play with somebody's intelligence, you want to live over here, but you just don't make the money to live over there. Some people do, but not all. So for the ones who do make the money, we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about the majority. They don't care about the few people that can make a couple, millions or whatever the case may be and be able to live over there if they black. But majority of blacks, you're going to be right over there where they shooting, they killing, they drugs, they putting food. And matter of fact, anywhere in the Southwest is where the hood at. That's where Martin Luther King at. It's where the railroad tracks at. And that's where they put fluoride to the in the water pipes. I told you we number guinea pigs. All the chemicals that they can't get rid of, they put it in our food and we eat it. Same as they do with the pigs. I did videos on this stuff. But they grind up everything. Dude even found a dildo in there. They grind up everything and feed it to the pigs. Same as they do with cows. They can't just get rid of cow milk. So what they do, they promote it and market it as cow milk is good for you. How the fuck can cow milk be good for you? How? We're talking about milk for 800 pounds, 700 pounds, 500 pound calf. If you eat cow milk, you might well eat dog milk. But they market it and tell us that it's strong for bones when it actually makes your bones weaker. But I'm just showing y'all, man, how this world is ran, how the stage is set up. Okay? Go look up what redlining is. And before you say, oh, this man ain't a man because he don't pay all the bills, or this woman ain't a woman because she don't pay all the bills, you don't understand that if your money don't change with the world, you ain't gonna be able to do this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And most people don't have the education, they don't have the resources to make this certain type of money, right? And maintain it, because you can make it, but can you maintain it? Can you maintain it for 20, 30 years? And this is why mortgage in the Black's Law Dictionary is called a death grip. That's basically what it is, a death grip. You speak in legalese. Anyway, man, so before you say, oh, this man ain't a man because he don't pay 50-50, he don't pay all the rent, he got to go 50-50. It ain't about that. You playing a game that you don't have no control over. Okay? And if you smart, both of y'all will get together, put your money together, because two people going to always outdo one. That's just common sense. And start listening to these people on the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of men paying all the rent. That don't make them a man. And I'm gonna let y'all women in on a little secret. And I know the men, not men, I hate to say that because real men don't do this, but guys or dudes. When a dude pay all the rent most of the time, not most of the time, but a lot of the time, they'll want to control your ass. You ain't got to take it from me. And I say men. Men will pay all the rent and be a man. He's not gonna control you. But a lot of dudes will pay all your rent because they want to control you. Think about what I'm saying. If you come in that bitch 4, 5 in the morning, you ain't gonna say nothing. Why? You paying all your damn bills. You have to understand how this works, man. So at the end of the day, to each his own, man. Go look at what redlining means. Go look at what redlining stands for, and you will see exactly what I'm saying. So it ain't about no 50-50, or you paying 100, or you ain't a man because you don't pay all the bills. This ain't 1950. The world has changed drastically. So don't feel bad, man. But if you get with your lady, and your lady get with her, and that lady get with her dude, and y'all put y'all money together, and y'all know how to budget, and y'all know how to make that shit work, now y'all ahead of the game. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, okay? It's your boy Papa Doc, man. You know I love y'all. Like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, boy, your ass must first be lost. Peace.